Merry Christmas, Nursippers! How are you doing? Yes, we are here on a Saturday afternoon to get creative. Can you hear me underneath my big beard? I'm sorry, it's so big. You can't hear me.
It's so fluffy.
I've just grown a massive white beard over the past few months. It happens. It happens.
Who's here? Is anybody here? Pop your name in the comments.
Who have we got in? What little sippers have we got in today?
We can get the comments up. There we go.
We want to know because we can't see you. Can you see us? Can you hear us?
We can see some people in the room.
Who's that? Who's that? Who is that? Who is that? So let's introduce ourselves. We haven't seen you little sippers for a while. My name is Elliot Naughty.
And my name is Josie Pitcher.
And together we are NorteyPitcher and we are
Arty-fact.
Kids.
Kids.
Kids. So today we're going to do a festive artwork. Hello Nishad. Hello Mary Milson. Hello James and Matthew. Hello Cyan and Miriam. We see you.
Hello guys.
Tell them what we're painting today.
We are painting Nutty the Nutcracker.
Nutty the Nutcracker. I like this one. I like this one.
Should be good fun.
Have you guys got a nutcracker at home? Have you?
I have.
Have you?
This.
Look, show them.
We've got this one. This is our nutcracker.
That's our
Move
nutty.
the mouth.
Go on. Hey!
Hey! Cracking some
Hey!
nuts.
Cracking them nuts. Lovely jubbly.
So we're doing Nutty the Nutcracker today. You can get quite creative and change the colour of his suit. Or you can make it a lady, maybe. Completely up to you what you do with the pattern and the design. But this is the one that we're going to be teaching today.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to seeing your creations too.
Are you feeling festive? Are you feeling creative? Let's do it. Tell them what we
you
need.
guys saw us at Cloud9 Clamping. Oh, hello guys.
Hello.
Alright, so I'll quickly go through the tools with you. So we're going to need 3 paintbrushes today. We're going to need the big brush.
The big brush. Say it loud and proud, guys.
Big brush.
The big brush.
So this big brush is going to be used for a lot of the background. Getting all that paint on the background there. Also maybe some of the suit here, especially this large part at the front, the chest. And then maybe we'll move down to our medium brush.
Yes, we will.
This one here. I've actually got a flat edge medium brush today. If you've got our kit at home, it'll be number 6. But you can use a filbert as well, so either one will be quite good. But I like the flat edge because we've got a lot of lines. And I like to use the flat edge of the brush for some of these straight lines, especially on the legs here too. So medium brush, that's a flat shader. Then we have the small brush, small round brush. You can see tiny little tip there, little rounded tip. This is for the details, quite a few details on this one today. We've got the belt buckle there, so maybe some patterns on the cuffs there, some buttons. Oh, and the chain down here. You might want to do the chain up there. So detail, especially the eyes and the little tash. Yes, small brush. Pencil. We are going to sketch this today.
We're sketching this out, guys.
We're going to sketch it out. So we're going to have a blank canvas to start with, and we're going to sketch this out. So pencil is needed. A canvas.
Of course. Have you got a canvas, guys? Have you got one of these?
A canvas or something to paint on or something to draw on. So if you don't have paintbrushes and you've got pens today, that's totally fine. But you're going to need a piece of paper. And then we've
something.
Something. And I've got a stretched canvas today. A canvas board is fine. So if it's a flat version of this or some canvas paper, that's fine too. Then we have some acrylic paints. So acrylic paints, colours.
Oh, what colours? What colours do the little sippers need?
White.
We need white. We need quite a bit of white, don't we?
I always put loads of white on. We've got a little bit of snow. Snowflakes. White trousers. The fluffy hair and the beard. So yes, white. And we mix that into the background a little bit too. Yellow. Now this is lemon yellow that I'm using today.
Nice. Sharp.
If you've got our pack at home, there'll be 2 yellows in there. In this pack at home, there's 2 yellows in there. You'll have lemon yellow and you'll have yellow ochre. Yellow ochre is going to be good for alternative for gold today. So you might want to squeeze both colours on your palette. Crimson red, or any kind of red, primary red, scarlet, deep red, different reds you can use today. Or if you want to go for maybe a purple suit or something different, you could do something different there. I've used red. Then this one that's pouring all over the place is Viridian.
Viridian, it's a bit drippy. Looks a bit leaky.
Viridian, it's like a greeny blue colour. So Viridian, and that's the kind of colour that I use for the background. If you've got a phthalo turquoise, that's also really good. Then phthalo blue.
PHT, halo. That's how you spell it. That's how you spell it. We like to put phthalo.
Phthalo blue or ultramarine you could use, but I do like the phthalo blue. Black. Use quite a bit of black as well on the hat and the boots, shoulder pads. And if you have a metallic gold will look nice. But if not, yellow ochre, very similar.
Yeah, very similar colour to
mustardy
the gold.
colour. Yeah, it will look like gold when it's painted on. There are acrylic paints, voila. And that's what we need. If you get it on your face at any time, be careful. And then, of course, some tap water.
Tap water. We haven't even told you, little sippers,
No.
why this is important. Tap water, obviously, to dip your paintbrush in to give it a little clean. But throughout the show, we're called art sippers for a reason. So if you're new to art sippers, we've got a special tool.
It's Belly, the
See, it's got a happy
bell.
smile. Belly the bell. Check it out. Smiling. And every time we press belly, what happens?
We have to have a cheeky little sip.
We have to have a cheeky sip. So what are you sipping, guys? Are you sipping with us? What are you sipping?
I just had a cup of tea, but I'm going to switch to
She's got 2 sips.
Gunner.
I want to sip. I'm going to see if I can sip with this
sips.
beer. Let me see. Is it possible?
You'll get some in your mouth.
I actually got some. I got a lot of hair in my mouth at the same time.
So
You know how
every
people
time we
do
press
that.
the bell, have a cheeky
Have
sip.
to have a cheeky sip.
Let us know what you're sipping on. We've got juice,
Yes.
smoothie, hot chocolate.
And try not to sip on your paint water.
No.
Actually drink on your juice, not your paint water. It doesn't taste nice, so don't do that, guys.
Okay, so as well as all of that, we also have a competition today. Elliot,
Woo!
can you go through the
We
competition?
do. Okay, let me tell little sippers what's going on. Hello, little sippers.
Ooh.
So, not only are we going to be doing art, we're going to be doing some dad jokes, Christmas cracker jokes today. So, if you like Christmas cracker jokes, this is the place to be. It's all going to be based around Nutty the Nutcracker. So, if you want some facts about that, this is the place to be. And if you get them correct, I'm going to get your name up on the competition wall.
Ooh.
So, what you have to do is answer correctly and put your answers into the competition comments right down there. It's that way. It's that way. I can never do it right. That way. So if you get the answer correct, that way, and then at the end of the show, I'm going to give away a prize. Not any prize, a really good prize.
What price?
Should I show them the prize?
Go on.
Go on. Show them the prize. Show the prize.
Where's
Where
the
is
prize?
it? Oh, it's down there. There it is. We're going to give away one of our boxes. We're going to give away an Art Sippers box. This has got all the tools and the kit you need to create a masterpiece.
It has everything that I just kind of told you. Really.
Everything.
It has the paint, palette, paper towel, paintbrushes, pencil.
Everything,
chocolate
even
bar.
a cheeky little sip. So this is up for grabs. So what you have to do, answer first in the comments. And even if you don't get the answer right, if you just make me laugh, I will put you up on the board. So that's the rules to get this lovely Art Sippers Experience box. So great. Have that in time for Christmas, right?
I think that's
That'll be really good. All right, back to Josie and she'll tell you our one rule.
Ooh, our one rule. We do take this rule very seriously, actually, at Art Sippers, don't we? It's the only thing we take
It's
seriously,
the only thing
really.
we take seriously, right?
And that is no judgment here today, guys. No judgment. So if you are sitting at home with any siblings or any parents or guardians, no laughing at their work today, but mainly no judgment on your own work. So don't be too hard on yourself today. If you haven't painted in a while, you might be getting used to the acrylic paints again and painting on canvas. Or if, like, for example, you hear that little voice in your head that's saying, oh, this is not looking good, this is not looking good, it doesn't look the same, it doesn't look the same. Just try and be patient with yourself. Give it some time. It all comes together at the end. So just be patient.
And with that in mind, we want everyone to feel good before they get creative. So do you know how we do that? If you've been here before, you know how it works. I want all you little sippers to do one thing for me. I want you to stand up. We're going to do it. Let's all stand up. This is a Saturday. Let's get all the energy. It's early. It's early. We can do this. So let's stand up. And before we paint, we need to feel good and energized. So let's raise our hands in the air like we just don't care. Come on, hands in the air. And then throw your hands out. Take a deep inhale from the nose. Breathe it in and exhale and make a funny noise that comes out like, ho, 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 ho. Let's do it again. Hands up. Breathe it in. And free hose. One more time, little Sims. One more time. Hands up. Breathe it in. And boom! Well done, little sippers. I feel good. Do you feel good? It's time for art sippers. Kids!
Okay, art sippers kids. Right, let me quickly show you this little painting again. So what we're going to do is we're going to sketch out the Nutcracker first, and we're going to make some key little points on our canvas so that we get the kind of shape right and the size right, and that we're not, popping the head all the way up here and then having no room for the hat. So we're going to do, to start with, we're going to do a little marker right in the middle of the canvas for this waistline here, so where the belt is. We're going to do a little marker there. Should we do that first?
Let's do it. We've got a few people in the building. I love that. Absolutely love that. A few people from Cloud9. Oh, we got Millie Pilson. Love that. Hello, everyone, guys.
Hello, Millie.
Miss Shad said that they have to quickly pause while they have to get their equipment ready.
Hopefully you can catch up.
Exactly.
So try and catch up so that you hear the competition questions as soon as they come out. Otherwise, you might be a little bit behind. Okay, let's do that marker right in the middle of the canvas. So we're going to do a little dot round about here. Or a line. Let's do a little line. Just about there. And that's going to be where the belt is. And then, can you see from here to the bottom of the canvas, about halfway down is where the boots are. So we're going to do a tiny little line there too. It's going to help. Let's get the dimensions. So let's do from here to about here. Find the middle. You can do that if you want. Find the middle. See where it is. It's around about there. About there. And we're going to find the middle between here and here too. So the same kind of thing as we did here. Let's find the middle, and it's going to be round about there, which is actually at the bottom of the nose here. So 3 markers. One right in the middle, then quarter way down and quarter way up here. So 1, 2, 3. We want to do a couple of little markers for the face here, so that we've got that face and we've got room for that hat. So our little nose, we did a little marker for underneath our nose. We're going to do a little marker for the bottom of the chin and the top of the forehead. So 2 little markers, they're equal distance really, either side of the nose. So bottom of the chin and then top of the forehead. Let's do that. So find our nose point, which was the top marker. Go down a little bit to about maybe here. And then we're going to do another top marker about there. And that's going to be where our head is a little bit later.
A lot of people ask, do nutcrackers actually crack nuts? A lot of people ask that.
Well, I have actually asked that question before.
Do you know?
I don't think this one's strong enough. It seems quite weak.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that one. I think that one would absolutely
I think the
break.
rubber one might.
So they can crack nuts, but they have changed in usage. They're more for decoration now, so they're not really used for nuts, like you used to back in the day. So don't go cracking your nuts with the ones at home. You might not have it last
Might
next
crack
Christmas.
its teeth instead. Okay, so now we've got our main markings. It's time to do the basic shape of the Nutcracker. So we're going to do this shape first, which is going to be the top part of the torso, the chest part up to the shoulders of the Nutcracker. And can you see it's kind of rounded at the top there, and then it goes down and in at an angle, going down here, and we've got the belt. Let's do that shape. So let's start off with that waistline. That was the middle where the belt was, and let's make that a little bit longer. So that's going to be the waist. So just do a little line like that. You don't want it too wide. You might want a rather large Nutcracker, but let's keep it quite small so it all goes cinched in, squeezes in when he puts his belt on. So do a line where that little marker is that we did at the beginning. We're going to go up at an angle from these lines, just ever so slightly, either side. So can you see that's going up at an angle? It's got a slight angle to it. It's not going up straight, it's going out at an angle a little bit. And the same kind of angle this side. So we're going up to that point where the bottom of the chin was. So in line with that, bottom of the chin. Oh. And then we cross it where that little bottom of the chin was. We're going to cross it like this. You can do it slightly rounded if you want a bit of a rounded shoulder. And that's the first shape. If anybody knows what that shape is, let me know. It's kind of coming down at an angle. It's cinching in at the belt, going up quite wide at the shoulders. You go wider, you go slightly thinner at the waist. Then we're going to do this shape, which is kind of a bit like that shape, but upside down. And it's go wider, go a little bit wider out. Do almost like a skirt on him. It's actually his long coat that's cinched in, but it's going to look like a skirt for a second. So let's do that.
So what kind of outfit is that?
Oh no, what is it called?
So German nutcrackers began to appear throughout Germany in shapes of kings, soldiers, and church leaders and police officers. So maybe it's one of those.
Ah, it does look like a bit of a soldier one, doesn't it? Black and red. Okay, let's do that shape. So we're going out at an angle a little bit, both sides. And we're just coming down about halfway between here and this point. And then we're going to give him a little bit of a skirt. Just for now, before we put that belt in. It's got a bit of a dress. So we come out at an angle, and then cross. I didn't go all the way down because these are the boots, remember? So we're going about halfway between here and here. You could even do that halfway mark, and that's where you cross it. Now let's put the belt in there while we've got this, so we remember. The belt is just like a long rectangle and then a square in the middle. So it's a long rectangle where we kind of did this waistline anyway, like that. And then you can do a square in the middle. We'll paint this and make it look nice later. For now, it's a sketch. So that's going to be a nice little belt buckle.
Gavin said it's an upside down lampshade shape. Fair
Yes,
play. That's
it
very
is.
true. It is very, very true.
It is. Okay, let's do this bit. This is quite easy. We're going to do a little swoop to the side, both sides, and it's going to create a triangle in the middle.
Nice little triangle shape.
So start from the middle of the belt. We're going to swoop like a curtain to that side and swoop like a curtain over to that side. Oh, that was very good. Curve it to the corners.
We haven't told our little sippers our one rule. Oh, I think we did, didn't we?
I did, yeah.
I didn't tell them.
What didn't you tell them?
Got no judgment.
Yeah, I told them.
Did we tell you about no judgment?
We did.
It's really important, guys.
Imagine into one.
I hope that you're not judging yourselves. This sketch isn't easy, but we know you're going to do it. This is actually something that we believe is not, it's not kids level. It's actually adult level. But we know you can do it, guys. So slow and steady wins the race. You can do it.
Definitely. Okay, so we've done our little swoop. We'll do this bit once we've done the legs. This bit behind, the coat that's a bit longer and trails longer behind. We'll do that bit in a minute. Let's do the legs. What we want to do is we want to do these two lines that go all the way down, kind of to the bottom of the floor. So go all the way down to the bottom of the floor, and they're going very, very straight. But can you see how there's a line in the middle? So there's a little gap in the middle here. We want to keep that gap there. So you can kind of find the middle of the skirt or the coat, and then go either side, and that is where we want to keep a gap right in the middle. So you can do three little lines like that. Find the middle, do a little line this side, a little line that side, and that's where the leg's going to start. So you're going to go all the way down. Don't go all the way down to the bottom of the canvas because the snow's there, remember. So just go all the way down, but leave a little bit of a gap. Two lines like that. This bit in the middle here is the gap between the legs. We've got this little marking to help for our boots in a minute. Now his legs aren't this thin. They're not just two long lines.
No.
We need to make them a bit thicker. So let's make them a bit thicker. We're going to do another line going down. Try and go straight as possible. And another line going down. Try and go straight as possible till we get to the point where, imagine the snow was around about here.
Yeah, we got snow at the bottom of this. Really, really cool.
Got the snow, yeah. It's got two lines like that. I have got a little bit of a gap either side, but that's okay if you don't. We're going to do these two semicircles, which is the front of the boot, the little toe caps of the boot. We're going to do these semicircles at the bottom of these lines to create the first steps of the boot. So let's do this. So imagine, you can draw the snow in if you want. Draw the snow in if that's going to help. Draw the snow in, and that's going to come to the bottom of them two lines. We're going to do two semicircles. It's going to go like this. Semicircle one, like that. Can you see it's almost like a C, a letter C, or a big hill?
Two little hills.
And then you do another one like this, the same shape. I'm not very wobbly today. Oh, there we go.
We don't mind having a wobbly boot. If you're struggling to get that circle, do you know what you need to do? Have a cheeky sip, guys. Have a cheeky sip. And while you're having a cheeky sip, I'm going to see if I can get somebody on the board. Okay, are you ready, little sippers? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, first question is, which nut is the most expensive? And this isn't a fact, this is a pun. This is a Christmas cracker joke. So try and make it funny. If you can make it funny and give me the right answer, your name goes up on the board. Over there. Where is it? Put your name in the comments with your answer. And you might get on the board. It might happen. So the question is, again, which nut is the most expensive? You can do it. I believe in you.
Remember we did that tiny little marker? That was for the top of the boots. That marker's here in the middle of the legs. So we're going to create a line either side and create these boots. So find your leg and do a line like this and a line like that. That's going to be your boots. And you can actually make them slightly wider if you wanted to, then your leg come out a little bit, just so that they stand out from the rest of the leg. So you can actually bring it out just a tad bit, that line, and bring it down, just so that they look like they're a little bit bigger than the legs. Tiny bit out, not much, they're still tight. What bit should we do next? Let's give him a head. You know, we did that little marker at the top of the head. What we want to do is we want to do kind of like a circle. Just goes above that marker like this. The reason it goes above that marker is because that's the forehead and that's where we do
Makes sense.
the hat. So you can do a little circle. You can imagine the chin coming down here instead. Circle for the head.
Looks like an ice cream on top of an ice cream cone.
Tell me if I'm going too fast.
Are you going too fast, little sippers? I know you're trying to get your names on the board. If you've got a nice few answers, Gavin has come with almond musk. And saying said, Brazil nut. I like these answers. Nishad has said walnut. And we've got macadamia. But is that right? No one's got it right just yet. So the question is, which nut is the most expensive? Think about it.
Is this a joke? Or is
This is
a
a
real?
joke.
Oh, this is a joke.
This isn't real, guys. This is
It's
a
a
joke.
pun.
It's a pun. Give me a pun. You can get this.
Let's do the nose. We've done the little marker for the nose. We did a little mark at the bottom. We're going to do this little rectangle going up in the middle of the head, the circle that we just did. So let's do that, and it's going to be around about there. We'll give him some eyes. The top of the nose, that little line there, is in line with the 2 lines of the eyes. You see that? Line there and a line there. So let's do a couple of little lines. So we'll leave a little gap and we'll do a line here. That's going to be eye number 1. And then we'll do a little gap and then we'll do, oh, that's a very long eye.
He's got a long eye, why not?
About the same. We want them as similar as possible. Same gap either side. And then, like we did with the boots, the semicircle, we're doing the semicircle going down, almost like the letter U, up. And we're going around doing 2 eyes. Now you want them to try and be the same size.
Try and make it symmetrical, but if it doesn't be symmetrical, it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter, does it?
And you can do 2 little circles inside them eyes as well. So a little circle inside for the eyes. We'll paint all this later. This bit inside this bit will be kind of have a little black dot inside it too. Can you see? So we've got the white, the blue, and the blacks. But we'll paint the black bit in later. We won't confuse ourselves now. Let's do the mouth. Victoria, the mouth is kind of square.
Yeah, some people think that this mouth is a little bit scary. It's got a big mouth, hasn't it?
Has. Can you see it's like a square shape with 4 teeth at the top, 4 teeth at the bottom. But can you see how it's kind of falling? Let me see if I can put this down. It's falling kind of on that shoulder line. So we've got that kind of shoulder line there, and then we've got that square comes underneath the mouth, and it's a big square. It's back to front on this camera. Thank you. So let's do that. So it's on the shoulder line. So it's going to be a square underneath the nose, and it's going to come round about here. I don't know if I did that bit too big, but that'll be fine. Square. This shoulder line is cutting the mouth in half, and the 4 teeth are going to be at the bottom and 4 teeth at the top. So you can do 1 line down the middle there. So we did the square, and then we did 1 line down the middle. Let's do another line down the middle of these 2. And another line down the middle of this 2. So we're splitting them in half. And now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth at the bottom.
Those are 8 big teeth. All the better to crack nuts with. Oh, it looks like somebody's got the answer. Ooh, let's have a gander. Let's have a gander. Is it James or is it Matthew? But one of you have got the right answer. It's cashew.
Yay!
Cash. Ew. That's the answer. The most expensive peanut is a cash. Ew. Well done. You're on the board. You're on the board. I don't know which one. Well, the Milsons did it, but you've done it.
Okay, shall we give him 2 little rosy cheeks? So we can do a little circle here and a circle here. And then, of course, we've got the tash and the eyebrows. How can I explain this tash? I am confident you can all do a tash, but we're going to go kind of circular around here, and it goes to a point. So it kind of flicks up and round. So it goes round here and then circles to a point. You can do your own tash. You can make it slightly different if you wanted to. And then some eyebrows.
Yeah, frame that face with those eyebrows. Really important feature on everyone's face. Underappreciated, I think, eyebrows.
You're in your eyebrow obsession. You love it. Elliot loves eyebrows, guys.
Do you like eyebrows? I love eyebrows.
Should we give him a hat? Got this long rectangle here. It's bit wider than the head itself, and it cuts just in above the eyebrows. Remember when we did that marker?
Don't lose the eyebrows, they're very important.
Try not to lose the eyebrows. Do a big rectangle.
Oh, it was Matthew who got that wrong right.
Well done, Matthew.
Well done, Matthew. We're on the board.
And then you can do the hat. We're doing 2 lines going up and curving it at the top. You can do a different hat. You can look for inspiration on Google if you wanted to. There's loads of different hats and crowns available. I'm going to do this big tall one. We will do these decorations on later where we've got this kind of dot and with big U shape for the chain. Some dots, but we're going to paint that on later. We're not going to see this sketch because we'll paint that black and it will all disappear. Should we do the arms?
I think we should. Our Nutcracker needs some arms. Before that, I think they need a sip though.
Have a sip.
Have a sip, guys. You're doing so well. You're doing so well.
Very well. Let's do a little oval shape, both sides, like this, on both shoulders. So it's a little oval, squashed egg shape on its side. Both sides. So these are the shoulder pads. Then we're doing 2 lines going down. Goes past the belt. Can you see that? This arm here, 2 lines go down, they go in. They not just go down, they go in a little bit, so it gets thinner and thinner. So it goes down, in, and it goes past the belt, and then it stops just before it gets kind of to the bottom of the skirt. I'm going to say skirt. I know it's not skirt, but I'm just saying. So let's go down and in, past the belt, down and in, past the belt. And then we're going to do the hand, which is just essentially going to be a big kind of circle.
Yeah, they do just have circles for hands, don't they?
Yeah.
You can see, they're just circle hands.
Circle. No definition. So we've got our little circle hand, and let's give him a cuff. So he's got a cuff on his. So I literally just did a line.
I just realised it looks like a beef eater. I think it might be a beef eater.
Ah.
But it's supposed to be a German tradition, so I don't know if German traditions have beef eaters, or maybe something similar, but maybe their version of a beef eater.
Mm-hmm. So that was the first arm. Mine went a bit wobbly. I'll fix that when I paint it. And let's do the other arm, which is actually, we're going to do the same kind of line, but we're going to stop at the top of the belt. So we're going to go down, we're going to go slightly in, and we're going to stop at the top of the belt this time. So let's bring that round. So let's bring that down, stop just at the top of the belt there. Just there. That does look a bit weird. It's a bit wonky on my end. Okay. We're going to do the circle and then a little semi kind of circle on top of that.
Oh, this one's a little bit different.
So we're doing a circle like this, yeah, for the hand. And then just a little semicircle on top. That's just the cuff. Because he's bringing it forward. So he's got that arm forward.
Just like this.
So rather than having it down, yeah, he's got it.
This one straight?
Down.
And this one, it's a bit of an angle. He's holding it. He's holding it.
So we did a circle for the hand, and then a semicircle just above that for the cuff. God, nearly there, guys.
You're doing really well. You're sketching it all out.
I don't know what this stick's called. I was supposed to look that up, but I forgot.
Let's call it a stick.
Spear?
Or a spear.
It's not really a spear. I was going to do a spear, but it's like that. You can do that, or you could do the sword, like you just saw there. You could do the sword in the hand. He's got a sword.
That's a good idea. You can mix it up.
Drum. Some of them have drums. This one's got a sword, so you could just do the little thing, and then a little rectangle, and then a rectangle with a point. Completely up to you. I actually just did the line, the big long line from the bottom. I'm turning it on its side so I can get a straight line. Going through the hand. It's a big long line like
so
that.
it goes all the way through?
All the way through. Stop at the hand. Go the other side. Bring it down. And then I did a circle. I did a little square underneath. And then another one at the top.
Ah, that little bit at the top, that really makes it. I like that. Don't miss that little part, little sippers.
So a little circle, a little square underneath, and then just another little bit at the top.
So while you're finishing off that part, I'm going to try and get another little sipper on the board. Are you ready?
Ooh.
Are you ready? Okay, have a cheeky sip. Take some time and get ready for this one. Okay, what do you call a nut that is stuck to a wall? What do you call a nut that is stuck to the wall? So I'm asking, don't overthink it. Say what you see, little sippers. Think about it and write it in the comments. Pop it in there. Pop it down there. Let me know. You can get it.
Should we do some of the decoration of the buttons? So we've got circle buttons here, 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 here. So I did three each side, going down at an angle a little bit. And then just the line going through, a couple of little lines going through. That's the button fastening. We will paint these later. We'll do the little tassels on the arm. They're almost like little wavy lines, U-shapes. We'll do that later. We'll paint that in. And then, of course, we've got the beard, which is round about here.
It's a big beard. It goes all the way down to his
It usually
chest.
covers, doesn't it? It covers the mechanism.
Oh yeah, you can see it on this one.
Yeah, so it covers the fact that it needs to drop down. Ooh, get a little hole under there.
He feels like he's laughing now. Nutty the Nutcracker. Be a ventriloquist.
And then the hair. We have hair just over here. We're going to paint that in as well after the background. So guys, you did it. We will do the decorations on the feet too. But you got there. You finished the sketch.
Congratulations. You sketched it out. Yes. Seriously,
Great.
that's almost the hardest part. Now painting, this is even funner. This is the fun part.
So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly get this background in, a layer of this background blue, and then we're going to start painting the Nutcracker. You guys don't have to do the background blue. You don't have to do the background plain. I know we popped a little snowflake in the background with some snow, but you guys might want to do something completely different, like a door or maybe a Christmas tree coming in through the side. If you wanted to, you can follow us with the Nutcracker bit and then do that bit at the background at the end if you wanted to as well. But I'm going to get this kind of turquoisey blue colour layered down, and then we're going to start with the Nutcracker.
Sounds good.
Grab your big brush.
Before you get painting, I would always say take a little picture. Take a picture of your artwork with this lovely sketch so that you can have some progress. Show how you've made your masterpiece. Take a little snap, and then once you do that, keep that safe, and then once you finish, take another snap so that we can see your before and after.
Yeah.
And pop it into the Art Sippers Kids Club on Facebook. We'll love to see the before and after, see how you've made it. I'll pop that little banner in the tab so you can see. Art Sippers
That would be good.
Kids Club.
Let's get our brush slightly wet, not too wet. Get it damp, tap it on the paper towel. We don't need our pencil anymore. Is there anything we need to rub out? Not really. We'll paint over most of it. Yeah, we're fine. Let's get a colour for the background. If you're going for the same kind of colour as me, cool. If you want to go for an orange background or a pink background or gold background, you can. I'm going to take some white to the side. About a grape size amount. And then I'm going to mix some Viridian, so some of the bluey green colour, into that. It's going to make it a little bit lighter, not too much. It's going to be like a greeny colour. That's a little bit too green for me, and I want this quite blue, so I'm going to add a little bit of phthalo blue in there.
Love it.
It's going to be a greeny blue.
Are you mixing with a big brush?
Yeah, big brush for the background. We need quite a lot of paint, so when mixing your paint, try not mix it in a big circle on the palette. I know I've done quite a big circle, but you want to try and keep it to that little bit of space so it keeps wet. and thick so that we can use all that paint. If you keep spreading it all over your palette, it'll get thinner and thinner and thinner, and then you can't grab any to paint. So you want to keep, like when you're mixing, when you're doing some baking and you're kneading all the butter and the sugar and the flour, you want to mix it all in a little space like that. Okay, might make it a little bit more bluer. We want to make enough so that we can cover this whole background. So if you need any more green or blues,
make quite a bit of this because you want to lay it all over the canvas.
All over the canvas, and then when you're ready, when you've got a colour that you like, it might be different from mine. When you've got a colour that you like, we'll start painting it. So
here we go. Let's get onto the canvas. Here we go.
Wow.
Love it. Love it.
You want to get as much on the canvas as possible. It's going to make it easier for you if you put more paint on the canvas. If it's only a little bit of paint, can you see? It starts getting quite dry and it's hard to move around. So you want a lot because it's easy to move around.
Oh, makes sense.
So don't paint the nutcracker. We're going to leave the nutcracker for now. You can paint up to his hair. Maybe a little bit over that pencil line. Try and get all of that colour down.
What about the sides? Should you paint the sides?
Yeah, if you've got a stretch canvas, paint the sides. Because then when you hang it up on the wall, it's going to look pretty.
That's a great idea. And this could be something you can gift to someone. Why not?
Yeah, good present. A good Christmas present.
I think so. I'd love to have that up on my wall. Who are you going to give it to, little sippers? Are you going to give it to someone, or are you going to keep it? Keep it or gift it. Either way, you have to put it up on the wall. Art is for sharing. That's what we always say. Pass art on.
Pass art on. We want you to show people your creations and your masterpieces and be proud. Even if it's not your best work, be proud that you took time.
And it's not about being perfect. It's all about progress.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter, guys. We just want you to create. And with that, progress is all that you're trying to achieve. Just getting better each time.
Yeah, the practice will build that creativity muscle. And that's what you need to do, is you just need to keep practicing. You'll get better and better and better. So what you're doing today is you're practicing.
Well, we got a few answers. So Miriam said a raw nut. So the question was, what do you call a nut stuck to a wall? And Miriam said raw nut. I like that guess, but it's not the one I'm looking for. We got a few right answers. I'm liking that. So Nish, Cyan said walnut, yes. We got another walnut here. Gavin also said walnut. But who said it first? It was Kay Stewart. Yes, Kay Stewart, you're on the board. So the question was, what do you call a nut stuck to a wall? Of course, a walnut. So you're on the board, Kay Stewart. Well done. Well done, you.
Hey, layer. When you get to certain areas, like in between the arms, you might want to move down to your medium brush if it's a little bit easier. So can you see I'm just going all the way up? I'm using the edge of my brush to kind of line it. Be very careful, go round very slowly. You can paint over the stick if you want, because can you see, I can still see my pencil sketch underneath. So it might be easier than going around the stick. We'll paint that in again later. Go up to the leg. Very carefully use the side of your brush. Drag your brush down, put some paint on, keep dragging all the way down, go around the foot. If you go over the foot, again, with acrylic paint you can layer and fix anything if you make a mistake. So do that bit first, and then we'll paint that bit in. Go down to your small brush or your medium brush if you need to. Go into these little bits here, like this, underneath the arm. So that underneath the arm is the background too. So use your small brush.
Are you going down to little more details in this one?
So we go, so we go right round the arm and do that bit in the middle. That's quite hard. There's that bit in the middle too. Go underneath the arm, where the armpit is.
Underlay, underlay.
Use your small brush if you need to. If you do make a mistake and you've got a baby wipe, you can just touch it up. I'm going to touch up this hand. I went over the hand a little bit. Again, you can just paint over it with a couple of layers of paint. Or if you catch it quick enough, you can just dab it out.
So I've had a look to see what kind of nuts you can actually crack with a nutcracker. You can crack quite a few nuts. They say the best ones to crack is walnuts, almonds, hard-shell pecans, and Brazil nuts. So if you've got any of those lying around, but don't use your ones at home. I doubt that your nutcrackers can do it. But if you've got a proper wood nutcracker, they are the nuts that they say are the best to use them for. But probably not yours. They're probably just decoration. I think so.
Who's got a proper one at home? Maybe we'll go to the Christmas markets and get one in here.
Yeah. I do like nuts. I do. I think my favourite nut is a pistachio.
I like pistachio. Or chocolate covered nuts.
Anything chocolate covered is the best for Josie.
Don't forget around the hat here too.
Talking of things that are bad for your diet, I've got another dad joke coming up.
Go on.
Okay. Little Sippy, you ready? Can you tell me which nut, and this is a joke by the way, this isn't true, which nut is worst for your diet? Which nut is worst for your diet? So this is not real, this is a joke. Tell me the answer. Think about it. Which nut is worst for your diet? Think about it. And then tell me in the comments.
Using my small brush just around this bit here. I started painting this hair by accident. Forgot about that. It's okay, we'll paint it in white later. Okay. What have I missed?
Oh, have you missed anything?
What have we missed? Missed a little bit on
In between the legs, no?
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see it.
In between the legs, guys. We need this as the background too. So just down here. Now, you could always do a second layer of this if it's not looking strong enough in colour. Wait for the first layer to dry and then apply another layer of paint to get a bold, thick colour. Certain areas you might have painted quite thin, or the water might have thinned your paint out. Okay. Don't forget the sides, the top, the bottom. We'll be moving on to the nutcrackers. Suit any second now. Actually, we might do the nutcracker's face first so we can allow it to dry.
So you're leaving the bottom?
Yeah, I left this bottom
so.
bit. We'll do the snow at the end.
So that's for the snow. So you don't need to paint the bottom part. That's going to be the snow that Nutty the Nutcracker is standing on.
What are you going to call your nutcracker?
Yeah, you can't call it Nutty. That's our name. What are you going to call yours?
Have a think about that. Maybe the name will come to you at the end when it's actually done.
When it takes full form.
Okay, there's our Nutcracker's background. Wash your brushes. So I'm going to wash.
Oh, she's got herself a little bit wet. The paint. It happens. That's what we always say, guys. Have some baby white candy. This is a lifesaver. If you get any paint on you, fingers, or a great little tip, if you get any paint where you don't want it on your artwork, give a little bit of a baby white and it's gone. It's like magic. It's like magic.
So I'm painting the bottom of the cup, tapping it on the sides, try and get some of that paint. But can you see there's some more paint still on there? That's where the paper towel comes in handy. You paint the paper towel, you get off any of that excess paint.
That's
You
good
need
tip.
to give it another quick wash, you can. Get off any of that paint.
So it's good
Nice
to go
and
again.
clear, yes. You want a good, clean brush so that it doesn't mix with all the other colours.
That's good.
Yeah.
And every time you dip it in water, you've got to have a sip. Dip and sip. Them's are the rules.
These are the rules. Okay, we're going to go down to our medium brush next. So we're going to use the medium brush and we want it slightly wet again. So dip it into your water, tap it on the paper towel. And what we're going to do first is just going to paint this face and hands. So I'm going to paint that first so that later on we can start layering up with some of these pink bits and the mustache and the eyebrows, the eyes.
All the details.
All the details. So let's mix this colour together, which is a peachy colour.
How do you make that?
Peach is made with 3 different colours. It's white, red and yellow.
Ooh.
However, this time we're going to mix it with white and orange because orange is made from red and yellow. So we're
of course.
going to do a little quick cheat. You can make your own if you wanted to, and you take
Always like to find a little hack.
you can take some white to the side and then mix a bit of red in and then a little bit of yellow. We're going to take some white to the side and mix in some orange because orange is made from yellow and red. So we'll mix that in. Not too much orange. If you do too much orange like this, can you see? It's quite dark. So we want it a bit lighter than that. So add a bit more white. If you mix too much orange, you can always lighten it up with a bit of white. And you've got that kind of peachy colour.
I do like that colour.
If you wanted him to be even whiter than that, you can add more white. Depends how pale or tanned you want.
Yeah, you can mix up.
You could always do brown.
Any skin tone you like. Mix
Yeah, burnt umber in there and do a brown skin instead. That's the colour we're going to do today. So use your medium brush and paint the whole face. Oh,
So what size brush are we going for?
medium brush.
This is for the medium.
We want to paint the whole face. So we're going to actually paint over all the features. Because this is a light colour, we should still see the features underneath.
Oh, you're doing it in a circle, rotation.
Yeah, circle. I'm painting over the whole face. I've also painted over the teeth a little bit.
Okay, nice little circular motion there to get that face covered with that peach you've made.
All the way up to the pencil marking. And on top of the pencil marking if you can. If you paint over the teeth, that's fine. We're going to paint that later anyway. And then, of course, the hands. If your medium brush is too big, you know what to do. Smaller brush.
Smaller brush.
Go in. Use a small brush. Delicately do that. So that was white and a little bit of orange. If you use too much orange and it's really orange, add more white until it goes pastel colour.
Well, you might just want that really nice tan look.
Might want the tan look, yeah. Somewhere a little bit more tanned. I don't know how tan the one in down there is. Oh, it's quite tanned.
It's got rosy cheeks though.
Very rosy.
I like the moustache, I really do. If I could grow a moustache like that, I would. I really would. Look at that.
Okay, the hands. We're going to allow that to dry before we do all the eyes and the tash and the teeth. We're going to allow that to dry and start painting the suit.
Nice. Before you do that, I'm going to see has anyone got the answer correct. So I threw it out to you little sippers. I wanted to know which nut is worse for your diet. Which nut isn't good for the tongue if you have too many of them. I threw out to see. Let's see if anyone got it right. Oh, I like Stephanie Richter's answer. She went for Nutella. Nutella. It's good.
That's
It's good.
really good.
It's not the answer I was looking for, but it is good. Did anyone else get it right? Oh, yes. We got Mirren. Mirren, you got it right. You said donut.
Oh, both of them are really
That's what I'm looking for. They're both good. Should I give it to Stephanie as
good.
well?
I think so.
Okay, Stephanie, I'll meet you on the board too. So Stephanie and Mirren, you're both on the board. Look at that. It's Christmas. It'll be nice.
Very nice. Let's go down to, well, we're sticking with our medium brush. And it's time to paint the suit. We're going to go for this red, crimson red colour here. But as I said earlier, you could go for a different colour. You might want to go for a violet, a purple maybe. If you wanted to make your own purple, you can use red and blue together. That will give you a good purple. We're going to paint the arms. As I said, remember that big spear-like stick thing we did?
Oh, my hat's got a stick thing. It's got no name.
No name. We're going to paint over that. We'll paint that in later. So do it very delicately. Paint the arms. If you need to go down to your small brush at any time, you need to make the judgment on that one. I say no judgment, but judge which brush you need.
Well, make a choice. I'll say make a choice.
Make a choice which brush is best for you. We're going to paint over the buttons for this one because we'll paint the buttons in later. It's very hard to go around every single button, but because we might see it through our paint, we're just going to paint over the buttons. Leave the little area for the beard. The beard's going to be around about there. We drew that in earlier. Paint over the buttons though. You can still see them, and we're going to paint them black and gold anyway. Let's get that layer of red down.
So people are probably wondering, who invented the nutcrackers? Who invented it? Do you know who invented it?
No.
Not many people would. His name's actually Friedrich Wilhelm Feuchtner. So he... German. So 1844 to 1923. Commonly known in Germany as the father of the nutcracker.
Aww.
So he began the mass production of the design using his lathe in the workshop in Saxony during 1872. I don't think he imagined everyone would be using it for Christmas. He used it as a genuine nutcracker. But see, things change, traditions change, and I think he'd be proud.
Aww.
Thanks, Frederick.
He made a fun nutcracker. What other tools can he make that are fun? Like a, why did he make a tin opener?
I'll be good, little...
I don't know, what would move like that?
I don't know, a steering wheel.
Steering wheel. What do you wind up in the real world?
I don't know, maybe a little citruscope thing. How can we make a tin opener, a can opener fun? That could be a new decoration in the future.
Yeah, we could make it big. What other handy tools are there? Bottle opener.
Yeah, that'd be good. To be fair, because they said in the myth and the folklore, they said it was a contest in Germany to who could make the best nutcracker. And it was, they're saying it was Frederick. Then we're not sure, but they're saying Frederick was a puppet maker. And that's why he created this leather-jawed doll.
So that's good.
Maybe it was a competition.
Oh, we didn't do the thing at the end, the bit that goes down. Oh, we'll do that in a minute. I always miss something. The thing is, not all of them have longer backs. Does that one have a longer back? Some of them have short coats. Yeah, that one's got a short coat.
Yeah, it's got a short coat.
Some of them have the tails at the back.
You see?
They're longer.
Doesn't always have to have a long tail.
If you're colouring in, it might be quite easy for you to do this bit. So the tail bit behind, I'll show you. We can wait for our background to dry and do that at the end. Kind of does a U shape. Then we paint the middle of the leg and just a bit below it. So we can do that if you wanted to. My bit's quite dry actually, so maybe you want to do it now. So I did a little red. Do that U shape. So start from this side, go down. Imagine it going through the leg, going U, and then coming back up. It's going to be a bit darker because it's got the blue paint behind it. But if I do a couple of layers, it might be all right. I'm using my small brush for that. But as I said, you don't have to do that. Our Nutcracker here doesn't have it.
So it's said in Germany tradition that the dolls are symbols of good luck, frightening away malevolent spirits and protecting your home.
Ah.
So good luck.
I quite like it when it's a bit darker red, this bit, because it's shadowed. So actually that was a brilliant mistake to make.
See, happy little accidents. Happy little accidents.
Okay. Well, we've got a bit of red on our brush. Should we make a little pink for the rosy cheeks?
Why not?
And the gums. So use your small brush. Take a little bit of white to the side. You might have some red still on your brush. It'll give you a nice pink. So red and white together gives you pink. And that's going to be good for the rosy cheeks and the gums around the teeth. So let's do the little circles that we did. If it's too light, you can just add a bit more red. Might add a bit more red. Rosy cheeks, that's for the circle.
It's really come to life with that.
It's come to life when we do the eyes later. It'll all come together, so as I said, be patient with it. But he is coming to life. He's got all rosy cheeks now. Remember that square we did with the teeth? What I want you to do is paint that whole square for me. Sounds weird, but we'll add the white for the teeth later. It's going to help. It's all pink right now.
Are you little siblings keeping up? Let us know if we're going too fast, too slow. And if you're not right at this pace, don't worry, you can always pause it.
Yeah, you can always watch this back. It's going to be on YouTube forever.
I know.
I say forever. I hope forever. Okay, there's the gums. Time for some black, I think, while we wait for that bit to dry. We'll do the hat. What else is black? Boots.
Boots and his belt.
Cuff. Belt. Good.
And that stick thing.
And stick thing. Is anything else red while I'm there? No. Oh, there is.
Go on.
Well, we still got that pink. The nose. So let's do, you know the square that we did for the nose?
Yep.
I can hold my breath for this one. We're going to paint that pencil square, the rectangle, sorry. We're going to paint that pink. Just the line. Elliot, do you mind showing them quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Just the nose. Like that. And the nose, just like that.
I'll do a little split screen so they can see it properly.
Ah, thank you. Here we go. Whew. Takes a lot of concentration.
It does, doesn't it? There we go.
Down. Slowly. Okay, let's do some black for the boots. Medium brush for this one. Make sure it's clean. Do the hat, the boots, the belt, and that little triangle bit here.
Did you just dip your paint?
Yes, I did.
You know what you gotta do? Have a cheeky sip. What are you guys sipping at home? What are you sipping? Josie was sipping on some tea earlier, and now she's got the tropical lemonade. What are you sipping on? Anything tasty?
If you are enjoying today, we do have loads of our videos on YouTube to catch up on over the Christmas period.
So true.
What have we got, Elliot?
We've got things like Hedwig, we've done things from Pokemon, we've done Pokemon, we've done Pikachu.
Yeah.
We've done one of my favourites, Gruffalo, the Gruffalo.
Hello.
What else have we done?
Loot Llama.
Loot Llama from Fortnite.
Among
Of course
Us.
we have. Done some Among Us for the gamers. We've even done Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're into any of those things, check us out on YouTube, Art Sippers, and you'll find us. Got lots of those previous shows up, totally free.
Who's asked for art stuff for Christmas? Who's hoping to get some art bits and bobs? Paints. Paintbrushes.
Put the banner in the bottom. So go follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll see. You'll see all of our goodies that we bring out.
Make a choice on what brush you want to use for certain bits if it's a bit too small.
Oh, Nish is drinking some iced tea. I think it might be Mirren.
Nice.
Is it Mirren? Yeah. I love a bit of iced tea.
Nice. Haven't had iced tea for ages, actually.
It tastes gorgeous in the sunshine.
Yeah.
When it's a nice sunny day, iced tea is the best. It's not really hot now. It's quite cold outside, but I think it'll still taste good.
Yeah. Especially if you're inside in the school.
Oh, nice and tasty inside. So safe.
Do the boots.
I think this is what everyone's concentrating. They don't want to mess this up. This is a very detailed one, I think. Very detailed.
It has got quite a bit of detail, actually. Do our feet. Remember them semicircles we did?
Yeah.
Paint them.
Nice. So while you're concentrating, I'm going to make it even harder for you. I'm going to tell you another artifact. This one is an artifact. So, can you tell me which animal collects nuts and buries them for hibernation? You might see them outside in the garden, running around. There's grey ones, there's red ones. I'll give you a hint. So which animal collects nuts and buries them for hibernation season?
Small brush for the cuffs. I can't speak when I'm using a small brush. I have to hold my breath so I don't wobble. Anyone else see that? There we go.
It's when you're concentrating, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone does their thing, holds their breath, sticks out their tongue, makes a frowny face. Whatever you do, whatever is needed to do to make you concentrate and get really good artwork, you do it. There's no judgment in this room.
Doing the belt. Painted over that square. I'm going to add that square later. There we go. good answers today. Smart kids.
Everyone loves a Christmas cracker joke. Let's see if anyone's got one for me. Have you got a Christmas cracker joke?
Oh, there we go.
Tell me your best Christmas cracker joke. And if it's funny, if it makes me laugh, I'll get you up on the board. So tell me your favorite Christmas cracker joke. Come on, you must have one.
So do that little semicircle bit there, and then the shoulder pads. We're just gradually adding the details. Maybe the little lines between the buttons. Put a couple of small lines there. We will upload a picture of the Nutcracker afterwards to our Instagram and Facebook so that you can use it as a reference if you are falling a little bit behind. Should we do the tash?
I think so. Let's do the tash.
Small brush.
Let's do the tash.
While we've got the small brush and the black paint, let's do the tash and the eyebrows. So move your canvas to however you need to get this big tash shape. The little point goes right into the rosy cheeks for me.
Oh, it goes into the rosy cheeks.
Yeah. Doesn't have to on yours.
It looks like a paisley.
It does.
I love a paisley. It's one of my favourite shapes.
It's a good shape. Oh. That's why I don't talk when I use a small brush.
She's focusing. She's focusing.
Stop talking about these to me.
So while she's not talking, I'm going to see if anyone has got the answer. So I asked you, which animal collects nuts and buries them for hibernation? We got a few people getting this right. Ooh, Nisha, squirrel. Kay Stewart said Cyril the squirrel. Oh, I love that. Cyril the squirrel.
Cyril.
You are going on the board. You got it right first. Oh, look at this, Steve the neighborhood squirrel. You've named your local squirrel. That's so sweet.
My friend has some squirrels that come to her house and eat the nuts.
Really?
She feeds them nuts and they come, they pick it up and they disappear. They go right, sometimes they just go sit next to a window and just wait every day.
Is it a grey one or is it a red one?
Grey. You don't see red ones anymore.
See them. I wish I haven't seen one for years.
Yeah, no. He's looking a bit freaky with no eyes. Should we give him some eyes?
I think so. Let's get some eyes. Let's get some eyes.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint white over the eyes first, and then we'll layer with some blue, and then we'll layer with some black. So let's go with our white first. Then we can do the white with everything else. We've got the, this is for screen, yeah. We've got the trousers, a little bit of shine on the shoes, the hair, the beard, the teeth, and the eyes that are white. So let's add some white. Thank you. White to the eyes. So just here. Oh, I've got a lot of
Is that for the small brush?
small brush.
It's quite fiddly.
You don't need that much paint. Put some white on the eyes. So that semicircle. Paint it white for me. And this one here. Do the belt buckle in a minute. Let's do the shine. So the shine on the shoes is just a tiny bit
Oh, I like it. It's really delicate. It makes it.
of a line, a curved line on the semicircle, at the top of the semicircle.
Makes it look like a really polished shoe.
Very polished, very clean.
He's a soldier. They always got to shine their shoes. That's a tongue twister.
Shine their shoes.
Shine their shoes. A soldier has to shine their shoes.
You can use the small brush or the medium brush to do the hair. And just do a good wash on that brush. It's got lots of black on it. Do the hair. Fluffy hair. Fluff it out onto the background. Paint all the way up. I'm doing white hair. And white hair over this side.
Yeah, mix up. You might have some different colour hair. You might have long hair. You might have short hair.
Uh-huh.
You might have a little ponytail.
Yeah.
Give it an afro. Why not? Throw it out there.
Do some braids like yours.
That'll be fun.
Although the white canvas is showing there, it's always good to get a bit of paint on them legs rather than keep it white from the canvas.
Oh, we've had some jokes in. We've had some jokes in.
Oh, good.
So, let's see if you can get this one. Kay Stewart said, what do you call Santa when he's not moving?
Don't know.
Santa paws!
Oh.
I love it. I love it. That's good.
I like that.
That's good. Get you on the board again. Get you on the board again, because that's good. You're on the board 3 times now. Love him now.
My lines on my beard are still a little bit wet, so I'll have to leave them for now. We'll add more white in there later. What else needs white? I think we're good.
I think we are.
Oh no, teeth.
No?
Teeth. This is a good point to add your teeth. So we did the pink gums earlier. Let's do some dots for teeth. So just there in the squares, 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top, remember? And then 3 at the bottom. 1, 4 at the bottom, sorry. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Teeth. You can do any colour eyes you want. I'm going to do a tiny bit of a blue eye. So I'm just mixing a bit of blue and white together. The circles that we did in the eye, they're going to be blue, and we'll do a dot of black in them at the end when it's dried. Bit of blue and white mixed together.
Well, this is where it comes together. And yeah, do the colour of your eye if you want. We're going for a blue eye, but you can mix it up.
Brown eye.
Oh, Nutcracker Owen's got blue eyes as well. There you go. Can't really see it with his hat.
Okay, use your small brush for the eyes.
Delicate details, delicate details.
There we go. Do the little black dots once it's dried a little bit more.
Got another joke. Who hides in the bakery?
Go on.
I like this one. I've heard this one before, but it's still a good one. Who hides in the bakery? A mince pie.
Hey!
I do like that.
I like
It's one of my
that.
classics. I do like that. I like that a lot. I think that deserves you to get it on the board again. 2 ticks on your name.
I'm going in with the gold accents now, so we're going to bring some of the details. We've got the buttons that are gold. Little circles. The belt buckle. Now you can paint over your black paint if it's dry. And do a big square for the belt buckle. I like to do a couple of little dots as well for the loops. And a little line to buckle it in.
That's
You could
looking
do
good.
some fancy other decorations. You might want to do a few lines over here.
Jazz it up with your accessories. I love my
Jazz,
beads and
jazz.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Why not?
you do, don't you?
Makes an outfit, accessories.
Yeah. Or the tassels around here, so you could do kind of a little line like that. And then you can do lots of U shapes for a tassel, so very tall U's like this. Tassel, tassel, tassel. Coming down. Loop together for this decoration. Just going down and up, down and up. Same over here, do a line. Down and up, down and up.
Can't wait to see them, guys. Make sure you post them in the Art Simmons Kids Club on Facebook so we can see them in all their glory.
Give the shoulder pad and the collar a bit of glam gold. Or ochre yellow if you don't have gold.
Yes.
Use the mustard yellow.
That'll brighten stuff up.
You might want to do some decoration on the hat. Do a little U shape, or you could do a chain if you wanted to. Oh!
I've knocked down our Nutcracker. They are quite long and tall. They can fall over quite easily. They have got really, really long legs.
Just doing some decoration. You can do any decoration you want. I'm just pressing in and doing a couple of little knots. Maybe some dots.
Oh, that's quite festive. I like that.
That was a very good dot. Maybe a little line across here to separate the peak of the hat. He's getting there, isn't he?
Yep, not far away, guys. Not far away. We're getting our Nutty. Now he's coming alive.
I like to do a little top part there of the boot, a bit of gold there to separate the trousers and the boot.
He's got a lot of bling on today with this gold.
Yes. Could do some crisscrosses here. X.
Oh, he's got gold laces.
X. One.
Like Pitcher said, if you haven't got gold, use that yellow. Use that ochre. Anything that gives you that nice warm tone.
Did little dots just at the parts where they kind of.
Oh, nice little dots. These are the delicate touches you miss, but if you add them, they make a whole world of difference.
Yeah, I quite like doing this bit gold too.
Oh, just underneath there. Nice. That triangle part you did earlier, just place that on there.
Just lines the coat quite nicely. Do it all the way around if you wanted to, so it comes down here. Where else is there gold? Is there any more gold? Oh, this bit here.
On top of the cuff thing.
And then maybe here too.
Nice.
And our little ball on there. We need to do that stick, don't we?
We do. We need to get that back in. Or we call it a stick now.
Sticky thing. Spear thing. Guardian.
Pole. Why not? Guardian pole.
So there's bits on here I do need to still fix. The hair. The white layer didn't quite cover the background bit that I painted over for the hair, so I need to do that. And of course the snow. So I'll do that in a minute. Let's quickly go in with our black. Use a stick. Use your small brush.
Every time you dip, guys.
The stick comes down and it comes all the way up to the hand. And then it stops where the hand is and comes out the other side. He's holding it, remember he's got his grip around it. Comes out the other side. Goes up to the ball.
Oh, I love that. So all the way through. Just don't do it over his hands. All the way through.
Goes
Miss the
over,
hands.
yeah.
And then go to the other side.
Exactly that. So miss the hand because he's holding it. And the other side.
Oh, and don't forget the little bit at the top.
Yeah, on top of the ball. Please don't worry if you haven't caught up.
Yeah, we are going slightly fast. So remember, if you want to watch it back, it's going to be on YouTube straight after. Or you can always just pause it. Just press pause.
And then we're nearly running out of time. So I want to teach you how to do a snowflake before we finish. Might go in. With a tiny bit more black on the eyes now, just to get the middle of the eyes. Bit more detailed. And you can, if you want, do the little line at the top there of the eye. He looks very bored.
He hasn't got any nuts to crack, that's why.
Yeah. Your one might look a little bit less bored.
Try and make yours look happy. Give yours a happy nutcracker.
Is there no such thing as a happy nutcracker? Maybe the eyebrows
Yeah.
going up.
Shocked.
Let's get some more white in there for the bit of hair on the beard. And a bit more hair here.
It's really coming together now. It's really come together now.
Time for some snowflakes. Snowflakes are really easy. The ones I've done. We do
Sure.
one line going down. I'm going to do a big one so you guys can see properly at home. One line going down. Then we're going to turn it into a cross. So one line going through the middle.
Okay.
Try and do it straight. So we've got a cross. Then we do an X. The X goes like this, through that side and through that side. So a line going through that side and a line going through that side. So we could do the cross and an X. And then it's just time for us to come up with some V's.
Oh.
So V shapes or arrows going down. So we're going to do this. You can do a V in the middle there. And then another V.
I've always wondered how to do snowflakes.
Very easy snowflakes, these ones. You can do loads of snowflakes in different ways. They've all got different patterns.
Do you know they're all individual? Each snowflake
single one.
is unique. Just like your paintings, guys. Every single one is going to be unique. Oh, you got those V's. There we go.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Sorry, guys. So that's a V and then another V. A V on this one and then a V on that one. So you can turn it round so you can see which way the V would go. V like that. And then a V like that. V like that. V like that. Keep going all the way around. Try and do it as thin as you can. I've used a bit too much paint on my brush. Do it very delicately. You can use a paint pen if that helps. Or Posca acrylic pen.
Well, that'll be the little Posca pens.
They do actually do acrylic pens in the pound shop now.
Look at that.
Actually are quite good. So
Other shops are available.
So if you wanted a little cheap one, you can find them in the pound shop quite good. I know they had a pink one, that's why I picked it up.
Oh, really?
Oh, they got a pink one. So that's one snowflake, and you can continue doing more snowflakes. So I'm just going to show you one more. So you do a line going down, a line going across. Have a sip.
Yeah, you've done quite a few. Look at that. I'll show them what you've done. There we go.
And then an X. And then on each line, do a V at the bottom of the line and then a V at the top of the line. V at the bottom of the line, V at the top of the line. V at the bottom of the line, V at the top. Turn it round, V at the bottom, V at the top, V at the bottom.
So add as many or as little of them as you like.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a snowflake. They do make it look really festive and Christmassy.
You can even put a big dot of white in the middle if you wanted to. You could do dots on the end.
Oh, that's quite nice. I like that. Gives it a nice Aztec feel as well.
Do dot in the middle. Yeah. Don't forget the snow.
Don't forget the snow, guys. Don't forget the snow at the bottom.
Bit of snow at the bottom using some white paint. You mix a tiny bit of blue in there if you wanted it to go a bit bluer, or a bit of black if you wanted it to go a bit grey.
And while you're doing the bottom, I'm going to see if I can get one more person quickly on the board. One more person. Can you get it? Can you get this one? Okay. What? Oh, I was almost going to give you the answer. Which type of nut goes to outer space? Which type of nut goes to outer space? Come on. This is a pun. This is a joke. You can get this. Which type of nut goes out of space? Last one. Whoever gets this, last person on the board. You can get this.
Ooh. Okay. And the last finishing touch for us, well, we've got two last finishing touches, but the last painterly touch would be the snow.
Yes.
The actual snow coming down from the sky. See all this little bit of snow? And I like to do a little technique here where I flick the paint onto the canvas. So pull back the bristles and flick. Although for this bit, you need to make sure that you don't have your best clothes on. You're not doing it on a good tablecloth or maybe potentially a good table in general, that you've got things covered.
Or have baby wipes handy.
Have baby wipes handy. So grab a couple of drops of paint juice. It's good if you've got clean paint juice, not my dirty paint juice. But get a couple of drops of paint juice and pop it a little puddle on the palette. Can you see my little puddle there? Couple of paint. There we go. Couple of drops of water and some paint juice on your palette, and then mix a little bit of white in there. So it's going to be a runny white puddle. You don't want it too wet. You want it runny paint. See that? Slightly runny, so it's not thick. Then when you've done that, put your runny puddle. You're going to flick. You're going to flick your paint, your bristles and the paint all onto the canvas to create some snow. So pull back the bristles and flick. And some of it will be quite thin, some of it will be quite thick. Keep playing around until you get the right consistency.
Get your baby wipes ready.
If it's not coming out very thick, maybe you don't have enough water. If it's coming out quite thin, or if you've got too much water, it'll be a bit sloppy as well. There we go, get a bit more paint. Or alternatively, you could just go in with your small brush and do your dots yourself, like this. So grab your small brush and do some dots yourself.
Okay, do you know what I'm going to do, Joe?
What's that?
Call the competition.
I think we've got one more step, which is sign your work, guys. Time to sign your work. This is your masterpiece. So if you haven't finished just yet, don't forget at the very end, do your initials or your name at the bottom over here, so people know that this is yours.
You gotta be proud of it. You created a masterpiece.
My name's NorteyPitcher, and I've done a J and a P. And we're done! Have we finished? Have we missed anything?
Have you missed anything? Let us know. Have a look at that and see if you missed anything.
Bit of black in there.
There's always something. We always have one thing. So let us know. You eagle-eyed little sippers, let us know. So the last question was, which type of nut goes to the outer space? To the outer space? To the outer space. Well done, Nish. You got it right. It's astronut. See?
Astronaut.
So I've got your name in there. I've got a few. I've got Matthew. I've got Keisha. You're on the board twice now. I've got Miriam. You're on the board 3 times now.
Woo.
1, 2, 3. And we got Stephanie. Stephanie, you're on the board. So all of you are now in here. Look, all those lovely tickets. And Pitcher, can you do the honours to pick the winner?
It's Naughty.
Give it a shake. Give it a
I was
shake.
about to press it like a bell.
It's not a bell.
So
Okay,
used to it.
what number have we got? Who's going to be the lucky Christmas winner today?
Number 2.
Number 2.
It's
Kay
Stewart.
Boom! Merry Christmas. A lovely Christmas
Merry Christmas.
hamper is coming to you.
Yes, send us your address. Guys, we would really, really love it. If
Yes.
anybody wants to come live right now, please kind of, can you do that? Can you
I
send the
think we
link?
can. I
Yeah?
think we can.
Would love to see your work. If not, please pop it up onto the not Civ Society, the Kids Club on Facebook. I think
That's it.
Elliot posted the link there earlier on to the Kids Club on Facebook. We'd love to see your masterpieces, your little Christmas masterpieces. Let us know what you named them as well. What did you name your nutcracker? We've got Nutty the Nutcracker here. Good old Nutty. Did you change anything? Did you add any different colours? Good to see. Maybe you did a happy one. This one's not as bored as this one. I'm so bored. There we go. Finals. So add your final touches and please send us your work. And you can find us on Instagram as well. Artsippers Kids with a Z, because we're cool like that.
We are cool like that, guys. Let's
Okay,
see.
we're going to give it a few more minutes. See if anyone wants to come show us their work, and then we're going to log up and say goodbye. And
Remember,
a very, very Merry Christmas.
You can always catch up anytime you like on YouTube.
How did you get on? Let us know how you got on in the comments.
Ooh.
Give it a few
Ooh.
seconds.
We'll see. We'll see. There's always someone who's thinking about it. There's always someone who's thinking about it.
Of course, you have to ask your mum or dad or parent or guardian to make sure, because it is on YouTube. All right, I think that's it. Gonna leave it. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. And what do you always say?
Stay curious.
Stay creative.
Thanks, little Zippers. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you on the other side.
Woohoo!
Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. Show us your artwork in the Arts and Kids Club on Facebook, and we'll see you soon. Oh, it looks like someone's coming in. Hey, come and join us. We're just about to log off here. Just about. We just caught you. I think there might have been a delay.
Hello.
We want to see
How
it.
are you both?
Oh, hello.
It's so great to see you.
You too.
Thanks
How
for
are you
joining
doing? You good?
us.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Sayan's done his.
Oh, beautiful, Sayan.
Obviously not finished.
Brilliant.
That's
I
what I'm
love
talking
it.
about.
I love how you've gone a little bit darker with your background. It's great.
It's got that kind of richness to it.
Yeah, it's going to make the snow stand out really well.
You've done
Brilliant.
so well to
Look
keep
at your
up.
proportions. They're incredible.
We're trying.
Not an
We're
easy one.
trying.
Oh, look at that. You've got a good expression on your face.
But
Love
I'm still going to finish, so we'll get there.
Oh,
Slow and steady. Take your time.
Take the time.
Once you finish it, post it into the Civers Club and we can see it in all its glory.
I know
Yeah,
that we go
sure,
quite
definitely.
fast. So we're like,
Thank
"Woo."
you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for
Thank you
joining
so
us,
much. Have a
guys.
lovely rest of your
Thank you,
weekend.
guys.
So glad we can see that now, Peter and Sayan. So good. Have a lovely
So
weekend.
good. See
Bye,
you.
bye.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.